I used to like poetry. I thought it was fine, but only the kind when everything is in rhyme. Now I finally realise it doesn't always have to be that way. And just because the ending of phrases aren't similar, doesn't mean the words fit together less. Jigsaws come in different shapes. And that made me want to share a poem, not just write one, but something that I could speak out loud. Perhaps sometimes rhyming, and definitely to a crowd, for no matter how small, words don't mean as much if they're never heard at all. The subject for my exposition must not be one to bore, and yet I do want to bore, right into my inner being and find something there, something solid, something true. So here are some things I know to be true. There is a God. That's my number one. It may not be yours, and you have the choice and ability to disagree, but when you know someone loves you, really loves you, it's hard to pretend to others that they don't exist. And love leads me straight to number two. I love my family. Perhaps I don't tell them enough, but I do. Do any of us really say it enough? Life is not a film. There are no dramatic pauses or long gazes to bring on the emotions. No soft string and piano to prompt us into feeling. No, we must feel, and even when we don't feel, we must love. For without love, our hearts may still pump blood around our bodies, but our being will wither and shrivel and die. And I like that. The feeling of being alive, I mean. Of seeking after knowledge and longing to thrive. That buzz and excitement, and I don't mean drugs. No, I don't mean the cheap thrills that are thrust our way. I mean the real stuff. When we get thrown some trust our way, and everyone waits and watches to see how we respond. And they may not cheer if we take it with both eyes, but we see the sadness in theirs if we toss it away like it meant nothing. Because I've learned something in my short time on Earth. People are a lot. They're not everything, but take away the trees and the seas and the air and the sky and they're pretty much what's left. They are part of that wonderful creation, beautiful and awe-inspiring, dangerous and death-defying, and yet, surrounded by the right people, perhaps you really can become the person you want to be. I decided I wanted to be a teacher. A strange transformation for the class clown to take. And it wasn't from stepping forth from the womb that I held a clipboard and chalk. In fact, I've still to find some. But what I have found is real joy, and a job that I love. I love seeing faces that light up when they see you and all you've said is, "Good morning." I love being told jokes with no real punchline but endless anecdotes about things crossing the road. Okay, that's not quite true. I don't enjoy it all the time. It's not all rainbows and shooting stars. It's not even all smiles and classrooms of happy, healthy children who behave and learn. It can be the thing that makes you go into the cupboard, pretending that you've gone to get pencils, but really just to stand there and try and pull yourself together. The thing that makes you scrumple bits of paper into the fist of your palm, or clamp your teeth down hard on that chewing gum in your jaw because a child needs protection and care, but it's out with your control. It's the job that makes you nervous, more nervous than you have ever been in your life. To meet with the parent who made you cry, or to meet the senior staff member who you made sigh. To meet with the interview panel who have the answers as to why, and yet I know why. I didn't realise it myself, I can't claim that prize, but someone else pointed it out and opened my eyes. It's because you care. It's because we care that we strap on those invisible capes of thick skin so harmful words can't penetrate. And if children need to liberate themselves because no one else will listen, they can get it off their chest because we are willing to take the hit. I know that some tell me this profession has changed, but I'm new and it's all I've ever known. I am quiet yet quirky, enthusiastic yet yes, probably naive, and perhaps I've watched too many Disney movies, but there's nothing wrong with looking forward with rose tints on your glasses, of pouring a little extra into everyone else's glasses until no one can deny that they're half full, and if need be, being the fool, so that you are the butt of the joke, rather than someone else. Life is not a box of chocolates, or a DC comic or a Marvel film. We are not superheroes. We are not even superhumans. And yet I find there's nothing wrong in a catchphrase, a little daily mantra to get you through the day. It's cheesy and silly, and will make others laugh or smile out of pity, or screw their noses up in distaste. And yet if you can hold on to it, and chant it long enough, others will eventually join in, until you can't tell where the voices stopped and the singing began. Mine started all of a sudden, when I was still a student, still rebelling against the status quo, still denying the word teacher really suited me. Others thought this was silly. It was the career I had chosen of my own free will, and yet I would smile and tell them it was fine. I don't want to be teachery. No, that's not my life's calling. I'm just saving the world one child at a time. But you know, if we only make a difference to one person, we've still made a lifetime of difference. And I know that to be true.